Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nkanyisa Dlamini, and I'm here to increase your wealth through e-commerce. So I'm going to tell a story. It's year 2023. I think in 2021, no, 2020, yes, the year of COVID. I was running a education company, and we were doing a lot of workshops. I was doing, decently. I think it was a seven-figure business. But because of COVID, we were running workshops. It all closed down. This was very depressing for me. This was very tough. But I knew one thing. I knew how to build websites. And I remember making a decision to myself that I was going to get out this rut and I'm going to figure out. And now it's 2022 and I own multiple six-figure businesses. And I'm going to show you how I did it. And I want you, out of all the videos that I've probably showed you, this is going to be the most important one. All right. So the first thing you got to do, guys, is that you have to track. You cannot progress in anything in life unless you track it, right? So what I decided to do is, and what you will do after you've watched this video is that I want you guys to go to Google Sheets, right? You're going to go to Sheets, and I want you to click start a new spreadsheet, right? But for the purpose of this video, and because you have now made it to the end of the course and the end of the videos, I'm going to show you. So I started this, I think, in the year of, second quarter, April 2021, right? So I said the business closed in I think it was COVID happened around the world. I think it was March 2020. I think maybe in April. So this was the year after, and I think I was just very upset with life. And I was like, you know what, I need to find a way to make seven figures, or I need to make a way to make a lot of money. All right. So I think I spent some time skilling myself. I always knew how to build websites, but the important thing that I want to show you guys right now is what you got to do. You got to track everything, guys. So literally, I created a spreadsheet to track habits. I actually learned this from Benjamin Franklin. He used to walk around with a tablet and literally track every day. So as you can see, these were the things I was tracking on a Monday to Sunday, just to help me figure out how do I figure this out, and do this if you want to. Don't do it, but I'm telling you what worked for me and how I became a seven-figure entrepreneur. But most importantly, what I need you to do, everybody watching this video, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go to, I need you to at least create a sheet called sales. So, like I said, I think I created, you saw the first sheet I created second quarter of 2021 in April, and that led me to obviously take this very, very seriously. And I think by October I decided to launch a couple of e-commerce stores and an agency, right? And literally, right, every single week, that's why I say you have to track your analytics on Google Analytics and your WooCommerce Analytics and your Instagram Analytics for 7 days, right? And why I say this is because you want to see how you're performing, and you want to see. So this is literally, I tracked everything. So that these are the things that you must track, and I'll tell you now. All right, don't worry about the multiple stores, and please do not start multiple stores. I didn't know what I knew now, which was have one store that sells different winning products. So I literally, try to create like niche websites for niche stores. And you guys don't have to do that. So what you can do is that you can literally, on the top here, instead of bring store A, store B, you can just say winning product A, winning product B, winning product C, whatever like that, right? But for one store, this is what I want you to track. I want you to track the income that's coming into that store. I want you to track the weekly orders. I want you to track the website users, right, from Google Analytics, and I want you to track the WooCommerce views, right? And then we'll talk more about the agency, and this is the same store but in a different country, right? And we'll speak through that whole journey, right? So because I was able to track on a weekly basis what I was doing and what I wasn't doing well, I was able to come. Oh, okay. This is where when did I start checking all this information? Um, from the 7th of March. So I think this was the new year. So the new year I started tracking, okay, how many orders was I getting a week? How many website views am I getting? WooCommerce views. And I was able to deduct, okay, if I do this thing, I'll get that. And as you can see, this is also in a different country. So I was playing with different ad creative. I was playing with different um, ad copy. I was playing with a lot of different things. And then I think come this date, I needed to become uh, more detailed. So I was like, okay, cool. I want to start tracking my Google Analytics. So these are the month of, so on the week of, I think this was the year 2022, the 40th week that I was tracking my sales, I made about 4,000 Rand in just store A shop. That must be, call it $300. $300. I made 13 orders. I got those 13 orders having about 1,600 or 1,600 users on Google Analytics. And then my actual store view was 5,791. So this is why I want you to track all your analytics, because you want to see, okay, cool, the more views, the more orders. So look here. Uh, there's one time I got 5.8 thousand or 5,800 of 5,800 um, users on Google Analytics. That came up to 27 orders. Bought me about 10,000 Rand, about maybe let's call it $900 in terms of revenue. And I was carry on playing in terms of, how do I boost this content and which item. And what's very, very important also is that you want to see which product brings you the most revenue and which one brings you the most profit, right? So, I've been doing this for a while. I'll probably never stop doing this. And then as I got fancy, I was like, okay, cool. Let me open up more stores. Let me play around with crypto. Trying to increase your wealth, guys. Because at the end of the day, if you're watching this video, you're here to increase your wealth in e-commerce, right? And you want to know how to make money online anywhere, and you want to diversify, right? And then you can see that was one of my first sales in my second business. I've only had one sale, but it's important because you need to figure out, okay, cool, and this is why I say you want to keep it to one store. You don't want to be distracted. As you can see, there's some columns where I'm lacking in sales. You see, it's a different country. I'm also pulling zero. But what's very important though, it's because you've watched this video, right? And you've been going through all my videos and been going through all my course content and stuff like that. You will now be able to start your own agency, right? So you can either,